Welcome to this week's edition of Politics First, the last mile ride. With the election season hotting up, it's not just political parties who are shifting allegiances and shifting camps. Individuals who see a better route to the 16th Lok Sabha are changing lanes as well. And then there are the new entrants.
श्री रामविलास जी पासवान ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ गठबंधन करने का यह फैसला किया है।
नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद।
The scramble officially began in Bihar with Ramvilas Paswan blunting the secularism card and reuniting with Bharatiya Janata Party.
नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद। आज क्या कहते हैं कि गुजरात एक सा देश है।
After his much publicized exit in 2002.
बिहार देश है, प्रदेश है कि जहां कोई महीना नहीं आता है कि जहां कम्युनल राइट्स नहीं होता है।
Since then, political circles have been abuzz, with fresh entrants adding to the mix. For the Congress party, the number of outgoing members is looking larger than those coming in. One casualty is UP's Jagdambika Pal, also known as the state's 3-day chief minister. He took over in 1998 after Kalyan Singh's government was dismissed by the governor. So when UPA2 took over, he was certain that his first term in parliament would render him a ministerial berth.
आज हमारे जैसे तमाम संसद सदस्य हैं हमारी पार्टी में कि आज उन नेताओं के अपने नेता के साथ संवाद नहीं स्थापित होता। आज जो रिकग्निशन होनी चाहिए वो मान्यता नहीं मिलती। और आज यहाँ तक कि आप यकीन कर लीजिए कि मैं समझता हूँ कि इस उम्र में कोई पद नहीं चाहिए। अगर कोई पद की बात होती तो शायद 5 वर्ष में इतने रिशफलिंग हुए, मैं ये आवाज़ जो आज उठा सकता हूँ, ये मैं कभी भी उठाता। बहुत से लोगों ने उठाया। बहुत से ऐसे लोग आज उस कांग्रेस में जो बाहर से आए किराएदार के रूप में, आज वो मकान मालिक हो गए। और हमारे जैसे जिन्होंने अपनी आंख इस मकान में खोला, आज वो किराएदार के रूप में हो गए। इसलिए मुझे मजबूर होकर के ये सोचना पड़ा कि शायद अब हमारी जरूरत इस कांग्रेस पार्टी को नहीं रह गई।
Ministerial ambition spurned. The latest blow came when the party announced its team of spokespersons for 2014. The camera-loving Pal was nowhere in the list. He announced his farewell from Congress on the 7th of March.
I think so. Congress is not going to face only tough time in this, and this is absolutely a ridiculous question. Ki now, if Congress is going to be weak, that's why you are not thinking to contest from the Congress party. I am contesting from the Congress party even in 2009. In 2009, the same scenario, at least in UP, and the same scenario in 2002, 96, 93, when I fought assembly elections, the same scenario was prevailing in UP. So, from 89, now Congress has gone out of power from Uttar Pradesh, and in UP and Bihar, you are quite well aware, and the people of the state also and the country, that Congress has completely weakened. And even then, I was associated deeply with the Congress, and I was in forefront. We fought also, and even then, if I have never thought that I have to quit the party, so this is not the reason. Only because of now Congress is. In last 10 years, so Congress is strong in center, na? But I belongs to UP. In UP, from last 26 years, Congress is not strong. Right. Even then, I was in Congress. So only because of in this age, we need only respect. We need only just communications with our leadership. If we fail, that if we could not succeed to get opportunity to express our feelings, to suggest something in the interest of the party, that's why I have this.
Communication gaps are not having got their due. The main reason for leaders switching parties is their ability to win an election in their existing parties. And with the mood in Uttar Pradesh swaying towards the BJP, Pal feels that his best bet of victory is by Modi's side.
Another leader deserting the ship of the Grand Old Party is D. Purandeshwari, daughter of TDP's founder, late N.T. Ramarao.
D. Purandeshwari finally leaving from Rajnath Singh's residence, being here in Delhi, having already met L.K. Advani as well as Sushma Swaraj. Now remember, Purandeshwari was a minister in both UPA 1 and UPA 2. It just so happened that she had to leave in protest against the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh.
She represents Vishakhapatnam and is clearly hoping that the Modi wave will help her ride back to the next Lok Sabha.
Over the past few months, I think all of you are privy to what has been happening with issues pertaining to the bifurcation of the state of Andhra Pradesh. And though hearts of hearts, personally, my feeling is that the state as a united state would definitely do very well. The party had taken a decision, Congress party had taken the decision to bifurcate the state. And we all abided by it because it was a decision taken by the party, and we as members of that party did abide by it. But unfortunately, the manner in which the bifurcation had happened definitely hurt me, and that is the reason why that the minute the bill was passed in Lok Sabha, because when the bill was introduced in the Lok Sabha, all the promises that were made in Rajya Sabha were not vocally voiced in Lok Sabha also. So the minute the bill did not contain the kind of requirement would actually protect the interests of Semandra, that is when I had immediately sent my resignation to Sonia ji. And today, yes, in the given circumstances, if I'm in a national party, I am assured that whatever promises have been made will be definitely be grounded and will be fulfilled, and it is that reason that I have opted to come into.
Congress is trying hard to put up a brave face.
Insofar as the Congress is concerned, we remain the principal embodiment of the idea of India, or the pluralistic idea of India. And I do believe that this is the fundamental touchstone on which every political party will have to measure itself. Those who unfortunately are falling between the cracks, they seriously need to introspect, because if India can be governed, or if India continues or should remain in the manner in which it was conceived by the founding fathers of the Constitution, the only way of doing it is from the centre with a pluralistic vision.
Congress tried to send a strong message the day Karuna Shukla officially joined the Congress party. Senior leaders took to stage the photo opportunity, an attempt to slam Modi, and what the Congress calls his one-man show. And how better to criticize Modi than Vajpayee's knees?
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एक ऐसे व्यक्ति को प्रधानमंत्री के प्रत्याशी के रूप में जब घोषित किया, जिसने अपना पति का धर्म नहीं निभाया, जिसने अपना राजधर्म नहीं निभाया, और वो राष्ट्र धर्म निभाने की अगर बात करते हैं तो मेरे जैसों के लिए तो वो बेमानी शब्द होते हैं। प्रधानमंत्री बनने के लिए कोई चाय वाला बन जाए, कोई दलित विरोध की बात कर दे, कोई छात्र जीवन में अपमान होने की बात कर दे, इससे देश की जनता ऐसे व्यक्तियों को कभी देश की कमान नहीं सौंपेगी।
Karuna's decision to join the Congress stemmed from a single-point opposition to Modi as BJP's PM candidate. Shukla dubs Modi plain dishonest.
पिछले 7-8 वर्षों से पार्टी में जिस ढंग से आचार विचार व्यवहार बदल रहा था, उस सब से मैं क्षुब्ध थी, और धीरे करते करते की बात मान सम्मान और स्वाभिमान पर जब आ गई, तो जिस घर में आपका सम्मान न हो, जिस घर में आपसे कुछ बातें छुपाई जाएं, जिस घर में आपको विश्वास में न लिया जाए, 32 वर्ष काम करने के बाद, उम्र के इस पड़ाव पर, इस अनुभव के बाद, तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि इस घर में अब मेरी आवश्यकता नहीं है। मैं तो सरकार को ठुकरा कर कांग्रेस पार्टी की सदस्यता ली। यहाँ तो छत्तीसगढ़ में भाजपा की सरकार है ना। अगर मुझे इन सब का लालच और लोभ होता तो मैं सरकार को ठुकरा कर कभी दल नहीं बदलती। कुछ विशेष लोग प्रधानमंत्री बनने के लिए क्या क्या उपाय न करें, तो ये सब देख कर तकलीफ तो होती है। और कठोर निर्णय है मेरा, कड़ा निर्णय है, मन मार कर निर्णय किया है, पर ऐसे बीच में रहना, मुझे जहां मेरे वरिष्ठों को ही अपमानित किया जा रहा हो, ऐसे उसमें रहना मुझे उचित नहीं लगा।
Congress may be trying to claim Atal Bihari Vajpayee's legacy, but the maximum number of joinees are within the BJP fold. But now, in a new twist, a red flag has been raised within the party. Patriarch of the party, Lal Krishna Advani, has now told his members to be extra cautious and careful in picking new members. This at a particular special meeting that was held at LK Advani's residence in the national capital.
But the BJP president seems to be a man in a hurry. Despite internal rumblings, Rajnath's focus seems to be quite clear. In what the BJP terms a coup, the former army chief and his men march into the BJP camp, creating quite a flutter.
Generally, you are joining BJP, but there are allegations which are coming that if army gets politicized, then what happens?
Who is getting politicized? I don't know what is this notion of getting politicized.
No, but General, the BJP says that you are there and because of the ex-service personnel who are joining with you, but allegations from Congress and other parties come that they say
we are as apolitical or political as rest of the country.